Out of curiosity, I bought the cheapest full-size acoustic guitar on Temu. It took almost a month and a half to get here by boat, so let's dive in, see what we have in the box. So I don't have the highest of expectations. The pictures look kind of funny. I'm expecting kind of a low quality, not great sounding, probably not very visually appealing guitar, and I won't be surprised if it's not in the best shape. Let's see if it meets my expectations. It could be awesome or it could be really, really bad, who knows. The strings are kind of slack. I've never seen this before. Let me give you a close-up. It's actually, it's kind of weird at the nut here. The strings are not even in the slots. Strings are over here and over here. That's kind of strange. They're totally slack too. Let's get this plastic off. There is zero padding, by the way. And you can see the strap button busted through the bottom here. So that shows there was probably some impact. Considering there is zero padding in this box and it was shipped by boat from overseas to the US and then delivered through, I think, UPS, we're not off to a good start. It's just in like a trash bag. So no markings on the headstock. That's probably why the strings are not taut. Check it out. We have a broken headstock. Oh yeah. That opens right up. And this whole thing is painted. So hopefully that's the extent of the damage. It's definitely painted. There's no like wood grain visible on the outside. Yeah, it sounds almost like there's sand or something. It's probably wood. I hear a little something moving around on the inside. Probably debris from manufacturing. I am kind of curious if this thing will play. Once it's fixed, of course. The front looks fine for 30 bucks. Let's see what's inside. Oops. I should have expected that. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's like paint and debris. So of course the bridge is not glued in. The bridge flopped right out. It's just cheap plastic. I could be totally wrong here, but this looks like almost some kind of plywood with maybe sawdust in between. I have no idea. This is strange. It looks like a Kit Kat on the inside. This reminds me of the layers of a Kit Kat. So yeah, this is not a very nice guitar by any means. It has a label on the inside, and where it says model number, it's actually blank. So this is the no model. Here's my plan. So I am going to attempt to repair, which would be my first time gluing a headstock back on. But that's my plan. I'm going to put it back together and see if I can actually get this thing to be playable. If I'm successful, then I will show you the end results. Now it's been a while. I started this video with this guy a couple months ago. And things got busy. I got a ton of other guitars to review. I fixed this a while ago, and I've just kind of left it on the back burner. Or the back little crappy guitar stand in the back of the room. Let me recap what happened. I ordered this from Temu. It was the cheapest full-size acoustic, or pretty much full-size acoustic that I could find. And it came in right around 30 bucks. After a bunch of like price adjustment discounts. They kept refunding $1 or $2 at a time. So the price got right down around 30 bucks. That's the first time I've received a guitar with a broken headstock, I think. So I attempted a repair. The folks at Temu were actually pretty kind to let me keep it. I think that really made the most sense though, because they would have had to pay to ship it back just to throw it in a dumpster. So instead they just refunded my money like they would have done anyway. But they didn't have to pay the shipping to ship this thing back. Even though I paid 30 bucks, they ultimately refunded me fully. But this is a $30 guitar and it's been repaired, so here's what I did. I used wood glue, lined it up the best I could after cleaning everything up and making sure the joint fit perfectly or pretty well. I used a whole bunch of capos up and down the guitar to kind of attach a bunch of rubber bands. There were rubber bands all over the place on the tuners, on the capos, and I got everything lined up, I think, pretty well. The nut was busted right off. I ended up with what I think looks pretty decent. I haven't played it yet. I've only tuned it up once just to make sure it could handle some string tension. So you're about to hear it. I'm about to hear it. I'm about to try it. This is it. Let me know what you think of the repair on this very cheap Temu Acoustic guitar with no model number. The model number is left blank. The whole thing weighs in at 2.5 pounds. It is less than 3 pounds. It's like a feather. So it takes a little bit of effort to get it tuned up, but the tuners are really not terrible. They're kind of better than some of the cheap guitars that I've featured on this channel recently. But then again, this is an acoustic with heavier gauge strings. They look pretty good. Like, I think the tuners look pretty cool. They feel decent. One, I think the A, so the 5th string, it almost like there was gravel in the tuner, but the rest were pretty smooth and nice even pressure, tension. I got it tuned up. Now I don't expect it to be in tune now that it's been a couple minutes. Pretty much in tune. It actually kind of sounds good. Oh, this is hard to play. So the fretboard does not have a radius. It's like totally flat. It's almost concave. I think it's just perfectly flat. It feels really weird to play it that way. So I guess that's why there's no radius in the strings either. It matches. Of course, I don't expect any impressive intonation. Okay, the action gets pretty high up here by the 12th fret, and then the fretboard kind of tapers down, angles downward, but it's fairly straight and flat here up to the 12th fret. It's hard to play. Ugh, that doesn't sound great. Pretty rattly. The completely painted everything probably hides what it's really made out of. I think the materials here are as cheap as they get, but I'm actually surprised that it's got a pretty level fretboard. The bridge looks fine. I think it's plastic, like a really cheap plastic. The body material is super thin. It's glorified cardboard. No, I mean, it feels kind of like just thin wood. It looks like wood on the inside, so it's kind of like one layer of a sheet of plywood. I think it might be almost like a pine or something. Yeah, I think so. I don't know, though. I'm just guessing. Definitely not great, but I am surprised with open chords. It doesn't have a terrible tone. I wouldn't say it's an amazing tone. The more you play, the more you kind of hear the lack of perfection, and it's clearly nowhere near even close to perfect. I wouldn't say it's good, but I wouldn't say it's terrible. if you consider that it was like 30 bucks. And I'm surprised that this makeshift repair with wood glue and super glue and black Sharpie doesn't really look too bad. Would I recommend this to someone for a guitar to play? No. Would I recommend this for like a toy, for kind of like a fun experience? Yeah, I think so. If I didn't get this for free, I still wouldn't be disappointed. I would have been totally fine. I wouldn't have bothered shipping it back if they wanted me to. I think the work of packing it back up and driving to UPS to get it back wouldn't have been worth the refund, and it would have probably compromised my ability to finish this video. I think this was definitely a lot of fun. The attempt at a repair job. What am I gonna do with this thing? I might paint it, decorate it, turn it into an art project and hang it on the wall. I'm pretty much thinking that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll have my students have some fun with this. Thanks for being on this adventure with me. It's been kind of interesting and definitely a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be cool having a guitar that I really don't give a about, and I can put it, hang it up on the wall for decoration, and if it falls and comes crashing down, it would be funny. If you don't mind taking a moment to click that subscribe button, click that thumbs up if you had any fun watching this video, like I've had fun making it. And I've got lots of cool videos coming out very soon, so hope to see you there.